Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Strategy Gaming Dojo, where we find, learn, and play one more turn of the great strategy games. And today we're going to continue on with the in-game tutorial for Imperator Rome. We are playing the Marius 2.0 edition, but that has now been updated a little bit. It's 2.0.1, I believe. So there were a few things when Marius dropped the 2.0 update that have been noticed, and in typical Paradox fashion, they got a quick patch out in a hurry. They always support their games incredibly well. And so they have updated a few things. I haven't really read through the changelog to see what those differences were, but it has already been patched with some problems that people found or little, nits here and there. So anyway, we're into part 6 of this in-game tutorial, and we are currently fighting the Sabines. And you will see here, as we go down our checklist, the next thing we had to do was conquer Sabini. And if we go down and look at the war, we currently have a 90 positive 99 war score. We have completely conquered or occupied all of Sabini. They had allies in Picenum here. We have now conquered or occupied, I guess the proper term is occupied, each of these regions here in Picenum. And then also Umbria was an ally of the Sabines, and we have likewise, sat down and conquered or occupied these territories as well. So we've gotten up to a 99 war score. Now, just kind of racking my brain about how it's been a while since I played EU4, but I was thinking about how all this worked. I know that you do not need a 100 war score to win a war. You can basically, sort of at any time, propose peace with certain demands. You can either, if you're winning, if you feel like you're doing well, you can make demands. If you're losing, you can make offers. And so I'm going to click here on Sue for Peace. And I did look at this before I started recording just because I wanted to make sure that my memory was halfway correct how all of this worked. And so demanding peace means, we're ahead in the war. We're going to make certain demands. We're going to say we want this, we want that. Usually it's ceding territory, but it could be other things, I suppose. Now, if we were losing the war, we would offer peace, or if we wanted to, we could make a peace offer giving up some of our territory or other things. And so, of course, we're way ahead. It's 99 war score. So you just click down here for the ongoing war. This pops up, and you can go through here and you can see the different Umbrian provinces here. You could see Sabinians. You can see Picentians. So, each of the three factions that we're fighting, you can ask or demand, I guess, is we're demanding peace. We can demand to take our armies home if they give us X, Y, or Z. Okay. And to keep this simple, you can also have the AI suggest a peace treaty for you. So if you see here, this is the combined value of all the demands you were making in this offer is 65. Now, if memory serves how this would work in other Paradox games, we have a 99 now. So we could demand up to 99, but we have demanded up to 65. Now, you may say, well, let's demand more. Let's demand up to 99. Well, it could just be all of the things we're demanding, could be all of what they could give us, and we still can't get to 99. Okay. And so it looks like we have, demanded pretty much what we can demand out of these factions, whatever you want to call them, kingdoms, empires. And so that is the suggestion. And I think that's about all we can get. We could go down here and look through each thing, but ultimately, all we need to make sure we get are the three here that make up Sabinia, because that's what we were supposed to do. So let's do that. The suggestion, let's do OK. This piece or offer will increase our rank to a regional power. Are you sure? Sounds good to me. What is a regional power? Oh, unfortunately, that's not a tooltip. Okay, okay. The Sabinian elite. After a protracted conquest, we have finally routed the Sabinian armies and laid waste to their lands. During the sacking of their capital, many important prisoners were taken. Many of them having previously held important positions in the Sabinian clan council. They now languish in our dungeons, awaiting whatever fate we decide to impose upon them. All right, so we have a decision. Our enemies deserve no quarter. Every character in Sabinia will be put to death before the cheering crowds of Rome. Wow, okay. Barbatus, who is the council of Rome right now, did I say council? Consul of Rome, would gain 5 popularity. Sabellian culture gains annexation, massacred our nobility, which makes their culture happiness go down 10%. And has happened, which in this game means this has already happened regardless of what you decide, and it will show up in all of these decisions, is the statue of Sancus will be moved to Rome. So we will get a holy statue of Sancus. All right, so the big takeaways here, since that's going to be in each one of them, is the culture happiness, who all we put to death, and who gains popularity. All right, so let's look at the second one. Banish those of class and put the rest to the sword. Important characters will be banished to foreign lands instead of executed or incarcerated. Rome loses 0.50 of aggressive expansion. Okay, that's probably good. I mean, with just common sense would tell you aggressive expansion is probably going to be a negative for us. And so if we can lose some of that, that could be good. Sibelian culture gets that same annexation, but this time their culture happiness only goes down 5%, and has happened as that statue of Sencus. Then imprison their leaders and let the rest disappear. So important Sabinian characters are imprisoned in Rome. Barbatus gains 3 popularity, or is that right? Loses 3 popularity. Okay. By the way, his popularity is 100. He just won this war, and so he is going to be very popular. So losing 3 or gaining 3 just isn't going to really matter. Their culture happiness would only go down 5% here, and we get the statue. Pass judgment on the important families. Um, you will be able to decide what to do with each family. Sibelian culture gains annexation again, and it's negative 5%, and we get the statue again. Now, this is interesting. I would kind of like to go through, I guess, look at the families, maybe. I don't know. Can some of these become families of Rome, or at least Roman territory? Could they? I don't know. Maybe. So let's just pick that one for fun. You will be able to do or decide what to do with each important family. Okay, so we get the exact same choices for the Picentian elite. I do want to lose that zero point 0.5 aggressiveness. So for Picentia, let's just pick this one. And then Umbria, sure. I would kind of like to, I want to lose the aggressive expansion, although in the tutorial it's not going to matter. So let's just look at the families. Oh, okay. Several important families are known for having held sway in Sabinia. Whilst we have consigned the lesser men and women of this fallen nation to their fate, we must decide carefully upon how to treat the elite. All right. This is posthumous alias. Right. So this is what I thought. Okay, we can kind of take them in to be leading families. So this could be good. It could give us more talent. We could find people that have better skills at certain things, offer sanctuary, give refuge, all of these items, and then have the rest crucified. Okay. Um, So this guy has 3 characters. Barbatus loses 5 popularity. They will be considered minor characters in Rome. Okay. Now, they're not going to have loyalty, right? If we look up here, Publius Romilius would have 11 loyalty to Rome. That could cause a problem, right? So now that I look at this, I don't necessarily think that this is a great idea. Um, and when I come down here, it tells us, there we go. Let's just give refuge to this guy. He's got the highest loyalty to Rome right now, 22. Well, we should actually kind of maybe look at their stats too, right? This guy's got an 8 military. Is that good or bad? I mean, he may rebel against us at some point. This guy's got an 8. Let's just give refuge to this guy and have the rest crucified. Wow. The great families of Sabinia. Um, yeah, have the rest crucified. Isn't that what I said? The the mobs of Rome love a spectacle, and your ruler will be awarded with 125 popularity. Well, you can't go much higher. Have the rest crucified. Okay, done. So Barbados is super popular, right? We have increased in rank and are now a regional power country instead of a local power since we are now an independent country with at least 25 territories. The following special rules can be used. We can guarantee other countries, we can threaten war, and we can have alliances. Okay? And it gives us these following effects. Threshold for civil war, -3. That's not great. Our diplomatic range goes up, war score cost goes down being a good thing. Monthly political influence up, diplomatic relations up, monthly wages for characters also go up. And as you can see, the game does a nice job of showing you in red, when up is bad or when down is good. You know what I mean? So just in case you start getting confused, just look, it's green, it's good. Immigration speed, capital import routes. Hey, we got another one. So we've now got like 7 that aren't being used. If we were playing the game regularly, we should definitely go fix that, of course. Integrated culture happiness. Uh, I have a feeling this is important. As the Romans, you're going to be taking over more and more peoples. You want to integrate their cultures. So provincial loyalty actually goes down, which is not good. And our build cost goes down, which is good. Okay, excellent. Now we've done this. So my console, the Italic local power of Sabinia accepted our generous peace offer. We got a lot more territory. We basically took Umbria, Picentia, and Sabinia all in one whack. That is nice. So, okay, great. We have completed that. Great job. You have pacified the Sabini and conquered their lands. There are numerous additional intricacies to waging war, which you will pick up as you play the game. Many of these are optional, such as unit position and battle tactics. Now, we kind of saw that, right? When we saw our army screen, there was a center or a piece there in the middle where it showed kind of a line, maybe, where you could get into some tactics. But of course, we haven't done that yet. Maybe we will before we're done here. You should take a look around the unit selection screen if you want to get acquainted with these. Okay. Yeah, sure. Now, I mean, I guess we would do that, what, for military, right? Unit selection screen. So here's our army. Well, maybe it's something we'll get to. Disband all levies, that's probably what we would normally do, but having looked down here, I see that finish off the Samnites is next. We will probably have to have our armies raised for that, I would imagine. Annex the highlighted territories. Ever since the first Samnite War, Rome and Samnium have been at each other's throats, fabricate a claim, and lay waste to their armies. We would get 200 influence for that. Now, 200 political influence isn't doing us a whole lot of good because I believe this, and I'm right, yeah, down here it's capped at 500. So we just got 200 from, by the way, look at all this territory that we just took. We took Sabinia up here, we took Placentia, and we took Umbria. I mean, that's just a huge swath of land through the central part of Italy. Uh, these folks out here, the uh, Pelignia, they are our allies, so that's good. Now, this is part of the Magna Graecia area. So is this, by the way. That's all kind of Magna Graecia. Anything that's not Latin up here is considered Magna Graecia by the Romans. Um, okay. Now, who else did we have fight on our side? I just kind of forgot since last time. It was Polignia. This is Frentania, I think, here. Now, normally, I think just playing a game like this, I'd ask them if they want to, be satellites or be our, they would kind of come under our sphere of influence. I'm sure you can probably do that in this game. Um, oh, right, Nuceria down here also fought first. By the way, I did not notice this last time. Is this something that came in the patch, or did I just not notice it? Because if you look down here, Mount Vesuvius, look at the look at how cool that looks. Um, that's just really awesome. You've got Pompeii here, but look at this massive volcano. That's really cool looking thing on the map. Oh yeah, we got this statue that we lugged back to Rome. So it's the stones, the tomb of Romulus. Now, didn't Great Wonders? This is the Temple of Jupiter. Huh. I guess we just don't see it yet, or if we do, I don't know where to look for it. Um, but I know that they said we lugged that whatever that statue was back to Rome. Maybe it's just not back there yet because the war just concluded. All right, so we're gonna have to go take out the Sabines. Um, I wonder if it's better to disband and then reform our levies or if it's better to send these guys home while we fabricate a claim. Why don't we do that? Let's disband our armies for now, disband all levies. Disbanding all levies will make all of its levied pops return to their homes and block you from raising the levy again until 4 months have passed. Well, that's not a problem. We have to fabricate a claim. The This date will be increased by up to 12 months based on the current strength of the levy. Huh, okay. Um, all right. Well, I guess, depending on the size of the levy, but I don't know, is smaller better or bigger? I guess maybe the bigger the levy, the longer it may be before you can call it again. That would make sense to me. Disbanding will have the following effects. Military experience gained from Conscripta 1 Italia to 11 military experience gained from Conscripti 2 Italia 048. Are we sure? Sure. Let's just disband the levies. We're going to have to go fabricate a claim here. So let's do that. Let's right click on Samnium. It's covert actions. We know that now. And let's fabricate a claim. And what are we going to say that we want? Well, we already have part of Campania. Now, if you go back, I can't believe it. I can't remember if it was last episode or 2 episodes ago. One of the commenters went through exactly what, you know, each of these is called, and then the provinces, and then on, much like I did in my Crusader Kings 3 tutorial, where I went from baronies to counties to duchies, this game also has a similar kind of nomenclature. And I just can't remember what. So some of these can be like settlements. This is like a county in CK3, okay? And I don't want to compare it to those games too much, but I know so many people have played those games and want to get into this game as well. And so it's just kind of an easy way to think about it. So these are like on the county level. And then I believe provinces are kind of like duchies in that game. So if you have played that game, if you haven't, what I'm talking about is, obviously the map is divided up here into what do you want to call them, right? Now this is called a settlement here. Let's just get out of this screen and see what the game calls it when we hover over certain things. Okay, so it can be a city. No, yeah, right. It can be a city. It can be a settlement. And these are all kind of their own individual. So another city, a settlement. These are all sort of their own individual items, and then they can be put together into a region. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there's the region of, shoot, I want that off here, but Italia, Magna Graecia, and then you can see, okay, this is helpful. You can see some of the stats of it here. So, uh, this is the governor here, out here. Marcus Fulvius Patinus is now the governor out in Magna Graecia. All right, good to know. What is this? Total population, and it gives you citizens, freemen, nobles, slaves, and tribesmen. Okay, excellent. And this is part of Italia out here. Then we have Cisalpine Gaul. We have Transalpine Gaul, Aquitania. All right, Celtica. Oh, excellent. Okay, so this is kind of cool. So you can really see the regions, but I think that provinces are like the small. So provinces are kind of like duchies, or if you're thinking about America, right? If you're thinking about the USA, these, are kind of, they can be like cities or they can be settlements, and then all, them together is like a state, right? Well, in this game, it's a province. Got it. All right. So each one of these things is like a county, or it could be like a barony almost, but all put together, they are a province. And then the provinces put together become regions, and then the political map mode just shows you what you actually hold here, right? And so this could be helpful when looking at what we're going to take. So let's look at the provinces, all right? And so it was asking us, do we want to try to take Campania? Is that our goal? Or at least the part of Campania that they control, all right? So anyway, let's go back to the political map mode. Let's click somewhere here on Samnia. Let's do the fabricate claim. Province of Campania, province of Apulia. Okay, so as with everything, like I was trying to explain to people before this, I have not played this game before. And I know some people want to say, hey, you should be doing this or doing that. That's fine. And I do get that if I was trying to pawn myself off as like the expert of Imperator Rome, but I'm not. I have not played Imperator Rome. So if you've sunk a couple hundred hours into it, you are going to know more. I'm just kind of trying to show you my thought process as I learn a game. Now, maybe I don't do it as fast, like that whole province stuff, but now that I've got it, now I can start building off of that, right? So this is just how I learn how to play games anyway. Province of Campania, I think, seems most interesting to me. It is the most heavily populated, so let's fabricate a claim on that. Oh shoot, I did want to see, can we? I don't think I can go back there. I just wasn't sure if we can fabricate claims on multiple provinces. I kind of get the sense no, because when I clicked on that, it wasn't like it lit up and we had more options. It was more like I clicked on it and it was gone, right? So, I don't know, and I also don't know yet, and bear with me here if you already know this, but I myself do not know yet if what you fabricate a claim on, if that in any way limits you to what you can take when you win the war, right? Now, I don't think so because we only fabricated a claim on this part of the province that the Sabines had, yet we ended up taking over Umbria and Picentia as well. So I get the sense that kind of, quote unquote, fabricating a claim is really just making you wait an extra 10 months or 8 months, whatever it is, to declare war. So it's almost like a little bit of a penalty per se to, rather than just marching over there and declaring war, you have to at least kind of build up a little bit of a reason. But for game purposes, really, all it's doing is making you wait so that you just don't go declare war, declare war, declare, and just jump around. That's just my thought, or how I'm kind of looking at it. Okay, so we're fabricating that claim. What else do we have up here? Is there something we can do while we're doing that? Relations with Sympontum. Okay. Have Sympontum reach 100 opinion of Rome. All right, we're going to buy these guys off, right? Or maybe, I don't know, send them some trade goods or something. Sometimes a diplomatic solution is far more expedient than war. Try to improve our standing with Sympontum. There are a number of ways to do this. Open diplomacy with them and look at the various options. We recommend that you first use improve opinion interaction. Okay. Some other interactions which improve opinion, such as send a gift or offer an alliance. If you find that they will not heed your attempts to make friends, this objective will also be completed if you conquer them. Okay, nice. Where is Sympontum? Should I be embarrassed that I don't know that? Never heard of it. Well, can we look for it? Take it off of exact matches. Sympontum. Okay, there it is. It is beautiful little area. I bet you it is gorgeous over here. My gosh, on the Adriatic like that. Woo, doggy. I would like to get over and visit. Beautiful, I'm sure. Okay, Sympontum. Let's get these guys to like us. I'm for that. Maybe they will invite us for vacation. Beautiful southern-looking port I see here. So what can we do? Influence actions, access actions, or access actions, alliance. Um, where's the improve relations tab? I didn't see it. Hopefully you're not yelling at your screen. Did I miss it? It should be right here, right? Offer client state, intervene. Oh, okay. Uh, and relation actions. There we go. Improve opinion. Cost us 25 gold. Okay. Um, it will now improve over time. Excellent. Should we go ahead and like try to do something else? I guess we can't. Oh, right. Okay, so this is like EU4. We have a diplomat en route. He's going to go over there and, have a good time in Sapontum. Um, and eventually this will improve. Now, where does it say what their current feeling towards us is? I'm sure it's here somewhere. Where does it say? What is this? Okay, so it's net. Wow, it's negative 92, and we have to take it to positive 100. Is that right? Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, that's going to take some time. We're going to have to really buy them off. Um, all right, let's fabricate a claim and also have that group feel a little better about us over at Subpotum. Aims of populares realized. Partisans of the populares are practically falling over each other to congratulate Consul Publius for defending their interests in the Senate of Rome. All right, so this is the consul right now. This is Barbatus, right? Yep. Pandering to the desires of the common people has increased the support we can expect from them for the time being. Okay, great. He seems very popular with the populares. Roman fortunes are rising. Over time, our republic has achieved both greater wealth and power. Traditionally, we have relied on the ability, valor, and dignity of our ancient, honorable families. But with rising fortune, there is also ample opportunity for new men of quality to rise beyond their birthright. Contacts certainly help when aspiring to join the elites, and there are certainly some families that the parties in our Senate would like us to favor. If we support a candidate endorsed by the parties, it is just as certain that this will upset the current balance of power in the Senate. Yeah, I bet, right? Yeah, every one of these families that we've already got is going to want their their family that's going to vote with them. Among those that aspire to greatness, there is also Aulus Virginius. Now, didn't we get rid of this guy? Wasn't this the same guy that was like stealing before? A man who has achieved great power without the support of the parties and who would jump at this opportunity to improve himself. Okay. Yeah, I'm certain. I mean, we could go back and look. I'm pretty sure this guy was taken out of the till and we had to get rid of him. But he's now the censor. All right. Um, Back then, a very powerful title. We've got the governor of Magna Graecia. Now, when we come up here, Fulvius becomes a prominent family in Rome. As the head of the new family, Marcus Fulvius Patinus will take on a number of minor characters as his clients, and we would gain 15 approval from the populares. Okay, so that's Marcus. Um, Seb- Sebastinus Castellana, Cardus. Gosh, I just don't want to have to say his name all the time. Uh, wow, look at this guy's goatee. All right, sweet brother. What do we got here? So you have to come from underneath or over here to the side, and it gives you more information. Uh, Castellani becomes a prominent family in Rome. Okay, so these are all going to be kind of the same. Spurius Horatius. All right, should we be looking for skills? Now, he's not very skilled. He's a 5.663, and he's got 55 loyalty, that guy. What about Marcus? He's got 74 loyalty, but he's like a 4.364. That ain't great. Spurious, he's a pretty good general. 8.6.6 and 6. He's got a 65 loyalty. And then Aulus Virginius, he's an 87, so he's very loyal. Not probably going to give us a revolt risk. He's also got quite a bit of money, right? 1858. This guy's got nothing. 150, and yeah, he's got nothing. Now, what does it say? Our bonuses, bumps, whatever. All right, so this is gonna hurt us. Yeah, um, this is gonna hurt us with the other leading families to appoint Virginius. When I say hurt us, Rome, Roma. Publius Fabius Sophus would lose 15 loyalty. Yeah, I don't want that. I mean, if you look at these guys, they're at 72, 61, and 61. We can't afford to have our other families get that mad. This guy's got good stats, and I don't think he pisses anyone off. Rome gains 15 approval from Boni. We really haven't gotten into the different political factions. We know there's the Optimates, we know there's the Populares, and we know there's the Boni, but we haven't really gotten into that yet. So, that doesn't mean as much to us. This also is Boni and Marcus here, Patinus. Hold on, got to come from this. There we go, is Populares. Okay, I'm going to pick this guy. Sure. Okay, so we have a new family about. Okay, Publius Sulpicius Salverio has been becoming increasingly restless. Of late, he believes his stature deserves a key role. Okay, well, why can't we appoint him somewhere? Let's do it. Okay, what's his name? Saverio. All right, we'll remember that. Saverio. Let's go up here to government. We probably have some things open, don't we? Oh, wow. Okay, so this shows you the Senate. Huh, interesting. Okay, so you've got popularities over here. You've got the Optimates over here on this side of the Senate. Interesting. Okay. And then you have the Boni here. Huh. Okay. The Boni are aristocrats who believe in the ancient traditions of the nation, rather than taking parts in the conflicts between classes like the Optimates or the Populares. They strive to find a balance between the needs of the lower classes and upholding the stability of the nation through gradual reform. They approve of leaders who actively seek to preserve the peace and stability of the nation, and disapprove of anything that would break the current balance. Oh, interesting. So these are like the moderates, right? So you've got the populares that are fighting for the common man. You've got the aristocrats over here, the optimates, who are for the big wigs, and then you've got the boni who are like, hey, we're just the moderates. We don't care about power. Okay, interesting. Okay, so now we know all of that. Now, offices, do we have anything open? We see different family members here based on this, shaded area. Now, Virginus, we just got rid of him. Can we replace him with that guy? I don't know if this is a good idea or a bad idea. I really just don't want these people to get mad and start a civil war at this point. Um, what's his name again? Severio. Can he take this spot? There he is. Let's see. His popularity is at 36. What's important for this? Um, oh, he has 7, so it's like his knowledge skill, his learning skill. Okay, let's look at this guy then. What's his? His is only a 4. Well, that's not very good. Um, is there anybody else that's not a member of a family that wouldn't get super pissed off at us? Who's this guy and what's he doing? He's the military guy. What's this guy's military skill? It's a 7. What's his? It's a 12. Oh, geez, wow. Holy smokes, guy. Well, whatever. Let's just put him here. I don't, you know, if we were playing the grand campaign and really doing, I'd sit here and think about this, but all right, so we appointed him there. Hopefully that'll keep him happy for a bit. Now we're just flying, fabricating this claim. You can see here, active diplomacy, Samnium, so we're 32% in. Unruly subject, under the guidance of Vibius Cecilius, Frentania has started questioning our leadership and they have grown unruly. Oh, okay, so Frentania is like a vassal of ours. Now they have officially grown hostile to our rule and starting to ask for their and other subjects' leaders to cut the bonds to Rome and start ruling themselves. Oh wow, well so I only get one choice here, huh? I can't try to smooth that over. Who's this Vibius character? What's his deal? He's got a soft chin. I'll give him that. Vivius Cecilius. He's a tribal chief. He is the tribal chief of Frentania. Um, so you guys let me know in the comments. How would I know necessarily that they're a vassal? I assume is it over here somewhere? Can I go look at our vassals? I'm sure I can. Nation overview maybe? Because I kind of thought that they were, but it wasn't entirely clear to me. Trade overview, military, mercenaries, diplomacy, technology. All right. Well, I won't bore you guys with looking. Oh, one thing I want to go look at is the macro builder. That's one thing we haven't looked at, and I know that, this is supposed to be in here to help you. Construct settlement buildings. Okay. Interesting. We really haven't, we built the aqueduct, but that's about all we've done when it comes to that. What's this? Construct city buildings. Oh, okay. So settlement buildings, city buildings. So I'm starting to get the flow here. Things are either settlements or cities, right? Like Capua is a city, but settlement of Venafrum, is a settlement. I get it. What's this? Build ships or import trade goods. Oh, okay. So this kind of like cuts through all the chaff, right? And it just says, here's the things that you could import, and it's all right here. Or, it says build ships, boom. They're just, they're all right here. Construct city buildings, and they tell you every single one that you've got here. What if we said we wanted to build a fortress? Ah, I see. Okay. Sort by the amount you can build and the fort level already. Got it. All right. Well, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. So it's just like a kind of a quick tab. Interesting. All right. I mean, this game's got a lot of potential. I mean, there's a lot here. Um, construct settlement buildings, right? Farming settlements. Yeah, I mean, just look at all of the different things you can do. It's intriguing indeed. Unruly subject. Okay, he's a traitor. We already knew that, didn't we? And with that, I'm going to pause here and I'm going to stop this episode. I don't want them to go on too long. And when we come back next time, hopefully we will have fabricated our claim down here and we'll go at the Samnites. And hopefully these guys up here um, in this city will like us a little bit. Why do they not like us? They were negative 92. I just want them. I just want a new friend. So we will try to buy them off in every way we can. If we can't, the Roman war machine will spring into action. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm having a blast. I'm enjoying learning the game, and I'm enjoying the game more and more as I know more and more about it. This is just how I learn a game. Usually I'm talking to myself. This time I'm talking to you guys. So hopefully you're enjoying it as well. And I will talk to you next time. So long, Strategy Gaming Dojo.